Welcome to the Central Ray Podcast. My name is Ryan Ross and I will be your host as we talk about all things radiography. Here we will focus on X-ray quality improvements as well as radiologic technologist advocacy. Please like and subscribe to make sure you do not miss out on future episodes and any conversations with surgeons, medical physicists and industry leaders. Please email me at ask@thecentralraypodcast.com with any questions for upcoming topics or to provide feedback on the content. Now, enjoy the show. Hey everyone, Happy New Year and hope everyone's doing well and got off to a great start. Today I'm going to give out some thoughts on AI, artificial intelligence, and how it may impact us in radiology. At the most recent RSNA conference, there was a lot of buzz and a lot of discussions on artificial intelligence and how it can impact radiology. And a lot of the focus seemed to be from the perspective of the radiologist. And this is definitely an area where I think radiologists can benefit from this technology. There are huge demands placed on radiologists and their time working in a large hospital facility. It can really be overburdening the volume of imaging that comes in. So anything that can alleviate, prioritize, and make diagnosis more efficient for the patient is definitely an advantage. But obviously the caveat should go without saying. There has to be a certain quality bar to make sure that the diagnosis is being effectively met or at least highlighted for additional review by a human radiologist quickly. Despite most of the conversation being about the radiologist perspective, how could AI really impact the X-ray technologist? I can definitely see it having an impact in CT and MRI, etc., where the hands-on component is maybe a little bit less involved by the technologist. But in X-ray particularly, maintaining a high-quality standard is imperative for any form of diagnostic AI to be implemented. If technologists can't meet that threshold of acceptable quality for machine interpretation, then it's really off to a non-start. As X-ray technologists, we have to make sure that we have a complete understanding of how what we do and quality affecting the beam and the resultant image. So as technologists, we really have to bring our A game all the time if we are shooting images for interpretation by AI. Our technique has to be correct, our centering has to be 100%, our collimation has to be 100%. So if we can't provide an image that is essentially a bullseye every time, that is going to cast some doubt on the effectiveness of interpretation by artificial intelligence. So if you extend that thought process out a little bit further, X-ray is always seen as the red-headed stepchild. We're typically the lowest on the career rung and financially. But I think working with AI really gives X-ray a huge advantage over the other modalities in that the better demonstration of our skill, we have to function for AI to work effectively. Therefore, if there's more monitoring of the quality and more leadership monitoring of it, requiring a higher level of performance and consistency, then I think that provides great advocacy for higher rate of pay and more continued learning, an improvement to work conditions. Trying to keep the technologist mentally in the zone, I think is a primary area for advancement for X-ray technologists to really demand that higher rate of pay. I think it's beyond question that physically X-ray is probably the most demanding of the modalities. And I would also argue that the resultant image is more dependent upon the technologist's physical input than really any other modality as well. Beam angulation, technique component, central ray component, collimation, all of that, the critical thinking that goes into an image capture really does define the quality of that diagnostic X-ray. So being able to understand all the parameters, if you make a change to X, how does that impact Y? I think that is a really great starting point to really push quality improvement within X-ray and get X-ray on a level footing with some of those other advanced modalities. And there's one other area where I feel the position of a radiographer is safe from AI, and that would be in surgery. A highly skilled radiographer would definitely be able to move through a complex orthopedic trauma case far quicker than an imaging machine could, basically because of liability. The technologist, they have their eyes on the case, they see all the moving parts. I just feel that for a piece of equipment or an AI-controlled piece of equipment to move at a safe pace, the liability of a machine moving and causing an accident, they would never be able to move as fast as a technologist for those complex ortho cases. So if you really want to safeguard your position, get your hands on a C-arm, get into those orthopedic trauma cases and really hone that skill, because that's somewhere where I don't feel that we can be replaced by a machine, or at least not in the near future. Let me know what you think on AI. Are you pessimistic about the introduction to AI into the workplace? Do you fear for your job? Do you feel that the benefit will be enough to justify it for the patient? I'd love to hear your thoughts on AI, and hopefully that can prompt further discussion in another episode. So again, as always, as hopefully getting this podcast up off the ground, keeping the episodes a little bit short just to give some kind of feeder topics. So hopefully I have a discussion with you in the future. You can email me at ask@thecentralraypodcast.com. You can also find me on X and Instagram with the handle of @CentralRayPod. If you're interested in C-arm lessons and tips and tricks, I also have a YouTube channel which is @C-armed. So it's C-armed. And again, those links will be in the bio, so go ahead and check that out. Again, I always appreciate your feedback. It really helps me tailor the future content, and so I can be more direct. Please let me know your areas of interest, any particular issues that you would like to have expanded upon. I'll invest in the time, do the research, do the demonstrations, and hopefully meet your needs. So anyway, take care and see you on the next one.